Commiefornia. Newsom signed a law going into effect January 1st that it will be illegal for doctors to spread so-called misinformation about the pandemic to their patients.
This is some actual commie shit.
Yeah.
This is like what they did during Chernobyl when they were forcing all the scientists to just lie and go along with the party line. It's so unsettling to hamstring doctors like this and to not being able to have an honest conversation with their patients about what they might think them as medical experts instead of these stupid people on boards who are telling them what they can and can't say and what's disinformation. By the way, everything that would have been labeled disinformation or misinformation like a year ago has come out to be actually true and is no longer misinformation or disinformation. And every single goalpost has been moved. And things that people lost their jobs and got banned from social media for saying are now like common knowledge by the establishment. So how are we supposed to trust the fucking institutions to know even what disinformation is? It's science. It's always changing. It used to be science, this process by which we allowed new information to change our minds, not just a narrative that was shoved down everyone's throats so they had to wear masks and lock themselves up for freaking years. I'm really fired up today. I was like, I feel kind of mellow this morning. I feel like this is going to be like a Jazz Cabbage episode. Mr. Information, Gavin Newsom. Why don't you let the people with medical school training tell us what they think on their own and have their own opinions and not be worried that they're going to lose their license for telling a pregnant woman maybe her hesitancy not to breastfeed her child or to get the booster while she's pregnant is not completely unfounded because we don't know. We don't have enough information. It hasn't been long enough. And instead, it comes out later that that's actually true. And now this poor doctor is in danger. So, this should not be a law.
No, this is insane.
This is insane. You're weaponizing and criminalizing dissent.
Right.
Were there
That's what
any
you're doing.
doctors that did back this law?
I'm sure there were.
Yeah. But there were many doctors who came out and said, even though there's been a rampant spread of like propaganda and conspiracy theories and disinformation, this is not the way to handle it.
No. Mm-hmm. The ability for opposition and opposition research going on in the medical community is absolutely necessary. No one in medicine knows anything 100%.
And it only fuels the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
If you're so rock solid on your position, it should be able to be debated amongst the public. If you believe in your science, you should be able to take your science to the public and say, here is the information we have, and let people come to their own conclusions. Think of how many freaking scientists got booted off social media for saying things that are now true. Ugh. It's bonkers. And like, I don't trust any of these people. I don't trust anyone because I feel like there's always following the money. You find that someone's on the take who's making these policies and all of these, what is the standard operating information procedure that we need to follow. Mm-hmm. And that, makes me even more of a conspiracy theorist. When you start silencing anyone with dissent.
I was right.
Sam was right.